Hello and welcome to another After Effects video. This time I want to look at sequence layers. So here we've got a bunch of different pictures and we're just going to select them all and we want to create new compositions. A couple of ways we could do it. We could drag it onto the button here. So we could do it like that. Also right click, new comp from selection. Either way you do it is going to create the new composition from selection panel, and you can choose which one you want to. So for instance, options, use dimensions, so we can choose which picture we want to use, how long the still is going to last. But what we're focusing is the sequence layers section. So if you just do without an overlap, what's going to happen is you're just going to get the pictures all in a row for 2 seconds long. And you see we're going to go 2 seconds long on the picture. Now they're all different sizes, so it's not quite exactly how you would want. But the other way to do it though is you can also do the overlap section. And this is actually a pretty convenient way, especially if you're doing like photo slideshows and stuff like that. You can do the overlap. So you do overlap. Now, if the pictures are all different sizes, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that we're just going to put it on the Rafflesia. So when you look at the overlap here, you basically get a choice. Dissolve front layer means all your images or video are the same size. Otherwise, you want to use different sizes. So this is normally you probably want to use this. And the reason for that, you can see how they're all going into each other. So let's just look at what actually happens with the opacity levels. So here, this is a pretty good transition. You can see the opacity will change on both. So essentially, if you do front and back, you're going to get both those 4. Otherwise, you only get the 2 on the front layer here, the front as it goes down. It will just dissolve into the layer below, right? All right, so here we have a 1080p comp. Let's so we're going to add this guy. We'll just add like various clips here, right? And then what we can do is we can trim them. So we'll just go to about 2 seconds here, press Alt and the right. So then we can trim them. So we'll select them all, press Alt and the right arrow there. And then we can do a keyframe assistant of sequence layers here. Cross dissolve front and back layers. Yep, that's fine. And so we can take a look. So you can see, again, not exactly the right sizes here, but that is another way that you could also do it. And again, it's going to do exactly the same stuff with the transitions. Okay, so what you could do also is, say we wanted to do something with these 2 layers here to make this layer look a little bit better. We probably we don't necessarily need to see we don't necessarily need to see this layer and this layer, right? So what you can do is there's this button here called Shy Layers. So if we just press this button, you can see the hat sort of goes down or whatever. Then we press this button, which corresponds, and then they disappear. So even though the actual thing still looks exactly the same, you actually can't see those layers. So that lets us focus. So for instance, we may want to say, well, you know what? I don't even want to see this thing. I want to just make this a bit better. So let's go into this. We could change the scale. And then for instance, we could do like, it obviously needs to be smaller, right? But maybe not that small. Or something like that. It's like, yeah. But anyway, yeah, so that will do for now. So thanks for watching.